Good afternoon, Vancouver. I'm Mayor Ann McInerney-Ogle, and today is Wednesday, February 9th. Thank you to Jeb Baldridge and Judy Webb, our American Sign Language interpreters today. Last week marked the first sign of hope following more than a month of dramatic COVID case rates in Clark County. And while the tide is turning, we're not out of the woods yet. Our COVID-19 case rate is still very high, about 4 times higher than it was during the peak of the Delta wave. With the highly contagious Omicron variant still overwhelming our hospitals and our local economy, timely access to testing has become even more essential. Free COVID-19 home test kits are now available through both Washington State and the federal government. Order a supply of up to 10 tests online by providing your name and mailing address. But act quickly, as Washington's initial supply ran out fast and was reopened for new orders just yesterday. Please be on the lookout for scammers and know that no one will call, text, or email you from the federal government to ask for your information to help your order of free kits. At-home COVID-19 tests can provide results in as little as 15 minutes. According to public health experts, the timing for when you should use an at-home test depends on why you're testing. People who have been exposed to COVID-19 but don't have symptoms should wait until 5 days after their exposure to test. You're testing out of precaution before visiting an elderly family member or attending a small gathering. Test as close to the event as possible. If you have symptoms of COVID-19, please test right away. Visit the CDC's website for more tips and instructional videos about at-home tests. And related to testing, I'd also like to remind you about the state's free Washington Notify tool, WA Notify. It works on smartphones to alert users if they may have been exposed to COVID-19 without sharing any personal information. The system now provides a way to report your positive at-home tests to alert other users that they may have been exposed. No personal information is collected, shared, or included in those notifications. Learn more about WA Notify, including how to report a positive test at the link on the screen. While you've heard this before, the value of vaccination bears repeating. Clark County's vaccination rate continues to trickle upward, with nearly 64% of residents aged 5 and up now fully vaccinated. Data has shown that COVID-19 vaccines continue to be very effective at preventing severe illness that can lead to hospitalization and death. And most COVID-19 cases continue to be in those who are not vaccinated. Recent data does suggest that the vaccination is becoming less effective at preventing infection or milder illness as time goes on. The CDC recommends that all people 12 and older who have completed a primary vaccine series booster dose. To find out if you're due for a booster dose, visit Washington State Public Health website. Here at the City of Vancouver, we remain committed to keeping our community healthy and safe, while also ensuring our services and the work of city government remains open and accessible. While about 40% of city employees continue to work from home, in-person access to most city services remains available. All city departments and many city services are also accessible through the website, by email, or by phone. Vancouver City Council meetings, while still hosted online through our GoToMeeting system, are live streamed and open to the public to attend by phone or web. City leaders continue to follow the guidance of local public health experts and the available scientific data as we make decisions about expanding in-person services. You can find the latest information on the city's operating status, including in-person service hours, on the city's website. And next, an important update for Vancouver's hard-hit small business and nonprofit community. The Washington State Department of Commerce has launched the Small Business Flex Fund. It's a low-interest loan program designed to help our local business community access funds they need to bounce back from the pandemic stronger than ever. The Flex Fund website is available in 9 different languages, and technical assistance providers are available to support small business owners through the application process. I encourage our small business community to take advantage of the city's small business assistance. Find a regularly updated list of resources to aid in this pandemic recovery. Finally, as we look toward our city's long-term economic recovery, more support is on the way. The City of Vancouver will receive $32.6 million from the federal government to support local pandemic recovery through the American Rescue Plan Act. It's known as the ARPA. We're working alongside the community to help best deploy those funds to support long-term economic and livability improvements in historically vulnerable areas of Vancouver, including Fourth Plain Multicultural District in central Vancouver and Main Street Corridor downtown. So please stay tuned for more about those critical investments in the coming months. Thank you so much for joining me for today's update. And while this long and shape-shifting battle with COVID-19 can begin to feel overwhelming, we can take comfort in the fact that we have easy, accessible, and effective tools to keep our community safe. When we mask up, vax up, and get boosted, we do our part to keep our small businesses thriving and our community strong. Stay healthy, be well, Vancouver.